Hey everyone, I'm back from Anthrocon. I had a great time. A few things. First of all, if I saw you there, I'm glad you guys. I hope you guys had a good time too. I got some good video, which I'll be uploading as all together on Friday because Friday's the free day, and I might as well do it then. Um, so you'll get to see it tomorrow, essentially. Uh, to nightmarish ride to and from. It's always the rides that get me when my cat is trying to kill things in the window. I'm recording this on Monday. I'm just saying tomorrow because before because this gets uploaded on Thursday. So that kind of actually makes sense to say tomorrow. Makes sense. Anyway, just got back. Like, literally an hour ago, I stepped through the door, unpacked, threw all my dirty clothes in the laundry, and came here. That's literally what I just did. Anyway, I did a lot of tabletop gaming. It's a lot of cute fursuits. My husband got an autograph from Jim Cummings. Well, two autographs, one for a friend and one for us, which was freaking cool. The line to him was too long. I was not going to stand on it and meet him myself, so, yeah. I'm not insane. What else? Did some tabletop. A friend of mine at the con is actually doing a Mass Effect RPG tabletop style. And it's actually a lot of fun. I ended up playing a human adept. I know nothing of the Mass Effect universe, so this is my way of learning it. There was a Vorcha, there was a Vorcha, there was a Quarian. I keep screwing the name up, so on that one for some reason. There was a Krogan. I played with all types of different characters, and we created the overweight Quarian on a Segway joke. I made the picture my wallpaper on my phone. So I'm not going to do it on the computer because that might do copyright things, and that's not good. But it's on my phone, and if I ever meet you in public, I will show you and say this is Anthrocon 2004 for me. So a lot of that. And I also ended up getting a random Mario hat. I was in the elevator, I was heading up to my room, and I noticed a guy with a Mario hat. I'm like, oh, hey, that's a Mario hat. I grew up on that. Just making small talk, because that's what you do at a convention. It's like, oh, you want it? Before I could even say a word, it's on my head. Are you sure? Yes. Okay, I have a Mario hat now. So yeah, I have a random Mario hat. Stuff like this happens to me all the time at Anthrocon. Let's see, I saw some pretty cool cosplayers. I didn't get as much video as I wanted of the con, because I kept forgetting to whip out my phone. But I did get video of some pretty interesting moments. I got to see a lot of my friends. I got to hang out with a lot of people that I like to hang out with. The whole weekend was kind of a blur in a weird way, but not a blur in that I do remember everything. I got to eat at two really good restaurants there, Tonic and Tenpenny. If you're in the Pittsburgh area, go to either one of those. I would actually pick on whether or not you feel like s'mores or feel like going upstairs. That's really the two criteria I would pick. I randomly got a coupon from a lady who loves the convention because it brings in business to Pittsburgh. Yeah, little thing about Anthrocon. I know a lot of people are probably like, yeah, furries. Here's the thing. Pittsburgh approached us for the con. Because they had this huge convention center and they didn't know what to do with it. So they heard about this con that was getting kicked out of Philadelphia because there's really no place for it to fit. And they went, And they did their research. I mean, they knew the dark side, okay, as well as the light side. And they went, we want you. Poor chairman's like, wait, what? We want you. So, we went. Oh my god. The town was super welcoming. And forgot that furries eat a lot of food in that research. Forgot to tell everyone else that furries eat food. because we kind of cleaned them out like locust. So I think they learned in subsequent years, because it hasn't happened since, but yeah. We kind of eat everything we can when there's like about, at this point, 6,000 of us in your city. At least in that general area. But yeah, apparently, businesses like us because we're friendlier, we spend money, we are having a good time, I guess we tip well, amazingly. Because one of the waiters at Tenpenny said, I love it when I love this con. The people are so happy and friendly, and they're spending money, and I'm like, and he's like, I've served businesses, like business conventions, and like, oh, they're so grumpy, and I'm like, I don't want to, like they're not having a good time, and you guys are having a good time. So it's like an atmospheric thing. And another story I cite for how good Anthrocon is for that city, put it this way. One year, at the same time, the presidential motorcade was going through. Now, the motorcade takes money out of the city because they have to block off roads. They have to get all this security. They have to... And Anthrocon usually brings their own security, but they still have like a cop or two on duty. They have to do all of this stuff, though, for a motorcade to, protect the president and the people with him. Motorcade goes... Anthrocon brings in a few $1 million, so we at least offset it that year. So, when the motorcade went through, people were taking pictures of fursuiters, saw the motorcade, and went back to the fursuiters. They didn't even give a shit about the president. They're like, oh yeah, Obama. Furries! That's literally what happened. Think about that. I mean, non-local people helped a local business for Pittsburgh get back on its feet because it was like our official restaurant. I'm not even kidding. We've done that. This is why I go to Anthrocon every year. This is like a big thing. It's not just like a little tiny con, that brings in a little bit of money. This is a big thing, and this is like essentially a citywide celebration. I mean, the mayor pretty much went, you know what? 5th of July is Anthrocon Day. That's it. It's Anthrocon Day. The city of Pittsburgh has a holiday dedicated to us, the furries. And that's great. And here's the thing, though. And by the way, anyone who's a brony and says they're not a furry, dude, you like anthro horses. They have human-like characteristics. They're anthro. And besides, most furries are fine with bronies. We have a brony section in Anthrocon. So it's Anthrocon's holiday is yours too. And anyone who says, oh, but bronies... I don't associate the bad bronies with the good bronies. I know how to differentiate, unlike most of the internet. Anyway, off that tangent, and yes, I know people are probably going to ask you, what about the guy who threatened? I don't think he showed up, even though people were saying, oh, he was saying he was at Anthrocon, even though the location, somebody told me, was still saying California. Oh, you'll finally come to greet me now and come home, Butterball? You see, the thing is that, funny thing about the internet is if you say something stupid like that, it's gonna spread fairly quickly. Especially in the furry fandom, because something like that is drama, and drama tends to spread in the furry fandom, like it or not. Now, this is actually a neutral thing in and of itself, this event, because drama can be bad and cause someone hurt, and, all this butthurt, but there are those rare moments where it's good. Thus why it becomes neutral. Because the good it does is really big. This is one of those times where the drama was a good thing. It generated notification. And somebody saw it and reported it to Anthrocon. Now, the chairman of the board, while getting stressed and pulling out what little hair he has left, He does not like it when you mess with his con. And that is his con. That is his baby now. That is the public face of furries. Any other con, not his fault, not his problem. Anthrocon is his con. And it is his problem. It's not always his fault, though. This time, yeah, this was a big boo-boo. He called a deputy that essentially begs for Anthrocon duty every year, apparently. At least according to him. So there might be slight exaggerations. Please forgive me. And said they're messing with the con. Now, I think anyone in Pittsburgh would be like, oh no, fuck that. This guy was in California and saying he had an AK-47. AK-47s are kind of illegal there. So, yeah, I don't think he'll be trying that again. That being said, the panic does not have to exist anymore, and now I am 100% confident that one of the least likely places I'm going to get shot at is Anthrocon, unless someone is actually very smart. And I'm starting to doubt that problem. Well, no, I'm pretty sure most people that would shoot up Anthrocon are that stupid with the furries. Because we're not known for keeping our mouths shut. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later, and I'll upload the awesome videos at Anthrocon. Bye! Hey everyone! First add-on for the, what's the word? Oh yeah, vlog. It's kind of a rant more, but I kind of feel it's more vloggy because it's kind of spur of the moment. I'm also just glued to the vlog because I have something specific I want to do on Friday. Apparently Burger King decided to do this little marketing campaign where they wrap their burgers up in these rainbow, well, they're gay pride technically, but they're rainbow colored, wrappers, and when you open it up, you have your burger the way you wanted it, but at the same time, it says we're all the same inside. That's a cute message. It's actually a very clever little, I saw this on the Strepsions, and I'd seen pictures of it, and yeah, it's a cute little thing, and people are saying, oh, they're doing it for, there are people who are complaining they're doing it for publicity, and they don't like it because of that, they're doing it for a quick buck. Would you rather they do something anti-gay for a quick buck? Because yes, they're trying to make money. They're a business. That's kind of what they do. That's like saying, how dare you, eat something you cooked, essentially. You know, they're making money doing this. But at the same time, am I even, okay, I am talking. Oh, for the love of, at the same time, they are, you know, trying to give this positive message of, you know, it doesn't matter if you're gay, straight, whatever, or obviously what color you are, because it's like a freaking rainbow burger, at least until you open it, that, you know, it's still the same burger that everyone orders, except that part of the message falls flat. When I was a kid, I did subscribe to oh, we're all the same inside, but I can't subscribe to that anymore. And this isn't a bad thing. Instead, I kind of go by the message of certain differences don't matter, certain differences do. Now, a difference that doesn't matter is something superficial. For example, sexuality and gender are superficial things. Disabilities are, well, some may physically limit you to do things, literally, like, if you're blind, you can't drive because you can't really see. They're still superficial things. A superficial thing is something that really doesn't weigh on your personality that much. I mean, it can to a degree, but it's not an important, if that part of you changed, you'd probably still be the same person overall, with maybe a few minor differences here and there. I'm pretty sure one of my friends who's probably the closest to a stereotypical gay man I've ever met, outside of my family, yes, I'm not even fucking kidding, if they were not gay, would still be that same person. Because I don't think them being gay is what makes them the way they are. It's just the way they fucking are. Same with the relative who is a stereotypical aging drag queen without being a drag queen. I swear to God that man is... I'll get into that in a minute too, because that's just something I should mention now. I think, honestly, the sexuality is like the last thing that makes him that way. He's just that way. It's a different personality trait that's not connected. The reason I'm saying this is because there are things that do matter. For example, and likes and dislikes are kind of on the border, but they don't really matter either. But being a bigot, that affects your personality. That kind of clinches whether I'm going to be near you or not. If you are obnoxious, if personality traits that actually affect people, you being rich doesn't really affect me in the long run. At least not directly. I mean, people can, say like all this shit they want, but really being rich doesn't affect me when I'm just interacting with you unless you're shoving it in my face. And at that point, it's not the fact you're rich that's affecting me. That's just what you're using to use the thing that's affecting me, which is you are somebody who is a braggart. And you like to rub other people's noses in it. Or if somebody is rude, that's something I have to deal with. I'm trying to figure out if it's raining because the weather's saying it is. It doesn't look like it is. Apologies. It's a vlog. I can go as off the cuff as I damn well please. But, I can also point out that, in a way, Burger King's also... back to the Burger King thing, actually, thinking on it. The reason I say we're all the same on the inside falls flat is also more... Burgers aren't all the same in the wrappers, because I order my burgers very differently than other people. Granted, it's all hamburgers, and some people order chicken instead, but, it's all food on the inside, and we're all humans in reality, so maybe that's what they're going for? Well, it's a little meta, but I had to think of something to semi-justify it. Anyway, now to switch topics, the reason I was kind of face-palming at that is... that stereotype of a gay man with, that, oh, darling thing, I have a relative who actually does talk like that, and he is gay. Yeah. I'm not even fucking kidding. I have a relative who talks like that, who is dramatic as all hell, and he's gay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my life. This is why, when my friends go crazy or flamboyant or pretend to be, I don't get offended because I know someone who's really like that. This is why I can't be offended by gay stereotypes, because I've seen it happen in real life. And, I've never met a gangsta black guy. I really haven't. Not to the extent that you see stereotypically. I've never seen a Mexican guy who's like that. Like, they've always, had the look, but they were hardworking as fuck. So, no, I've never met that stereotype. I've never met the lazy Mexican. I've never met the perfectionist, annoying, dorky Chinese. I've never met the... You get the idea. I've never really met a lot of these stereotypes. I've never really met the butch lesbian or the femme lesbian. I've met, everything in between, but I've never met those stereotypes. But I can say with confidence, I've met the stereotypical gay man. I'm related to him. Although for years he had a Ben Franklin haircut, and I can never figure that out why. That's like he doesn't anymore, but that sticks out to me so badly, it's not even funny. But yeah, really, that's the only walking stereotype I've ever honestly met. Which is why I can say, yeah, the stereotype probably does exist, but it's not the norm. Because every other gay male I've met, every other, even the closest stereotype among my friends, nah, he's not fucking stereotypical in the least. You know, he doesn't have the list. I mean, he can pretend to have the list, but it's funny as hell when he does it. But he's more punk rock than anything else to me, or something like that. More indie kid than anything, and he just recently got married, so something I don't think my relative is ever going to do, to be perfectly flat. Just, he's too wild, you're just like a guy who's about the age of my mother, alright? And she died in her 50s, so, you know, still fairly young to die, but, you know, think about that. I'm saying he's about as old as my mother, a little younger, actually. Yeah. I'm saying he's a bit wild. You know, this is what I don't have these barriers for me about who can be a good person, who can be wild, who can be this, who can be that, in any way. Not with age, not with color, not with anything. Because I've seen, not all, I'm never going to say I've seen it all because that's physically impossible, but I've seen enough to know that it really doesn't apply anymore. And it's never going to apply. Pardon me. Sorry, clogged nose. Anyway. Also, update for you. The Gatherer finally had those new cards up, and one of them actually surprised me. So, next Monday you're going to be getting the card that surprised me first. Yeah, sorry, Garuk's not getting the first pick. I got him done. He's ready to go, too. Because, again, I pre-record the reviews. So, I just added an extra 4 weeks to the Magic lineup. There's one card was done a long time ago compared to the others, but I did that as the final card in the review set. So, I'm kind of saving it for the final card. So, it's the last Chandra I have to do. So, if anyone's wondering, but where's that one Chandra? I'm like, it's going to be the finale for when I actually get through it. Because the more sets that come out, the more Planeswalkers that come out, the longer that particular set is going to be right now. Because I do want to make them somewhat timely. So, there's that. Let's see, what else? And yeah, the format's back to normal. I got my kitty video up. I actually recorded that a couple of weeks before Anthrocon. And you know, I said I would upload it this week, and I did. And my Stripes is being very cute. Oh, I forgot to mention, my husband bought a laser pointer. So expect shenanigans with that. Because I've discovered Stripes thinks the laser pointer is a bug, and he meows at bugs. So you get to hear his little meow. You get to see Pico even skittier than usual. I have the Anthrocon video not ready to go, but I have the videos I got ready to be sewn together and you to watch. I didn't record as much as I wanted, I should admit, but, next year, or definitely the next convention, I'm going to be recording a lot more. I'm definitely going to try to get more video. Also, at the end of August, I'm letting you know now, the last week of August, there will be no videos at all. Because I will be in Moscow. And I will make sure to get a lot of video and footage of that. Although I'm going to have my husband translate, because on most of the videos, I asked either before or while recording, hey, are you okay with me recording you? And are you okay with this being posted on YouTube? Because That's the polite thing to do. If you do not do this, you're kind of dopey. The only times I didn't do it was when it was a huge crowd shot. In that case, it didn't matter. Or when it's clear everyone's recording it already. So that means they're going to be okay with it. They know it's going to be on YouTube at this point. A couple of things about when I record conventions. I will not be recording panels unless it's a Q&A with a celebrity that I, actually have a super interest in. I will not be recording things like masquerades or talent shows, because honestly I don't feel right doing that. That feels a little too rude, and I don't have the equipment for it. It's a bit like recording in a movie theater to me. You'll be seeing me record, say, cosplayers, people in costume, that sort of thing. Weird shit happening, because that happens. Just stuff like that. And it'll always be a free Friday video. So you'll have that. Moscow's going to be a little different, but I will be recording things, and I will be, showing things off. So there is that. So that's pretty much a little addendum to my vlog that I'll be sewing onto it, and you'll get the whole thing on Thursday, obviously. And obviously, if another random thought comes up, I will be talking to you about it. So, as I'm playing with stuff on my desk, I'll catch you guys later. Bye!